I said, first of all, I'm a Kotoko fan. So, I mean, even if I don't even like the style of play of a coach, I always give him my support till the coach leaves or till it gets better. Um, just like I told you, whilst I was in Ghana, um, I watched some of the preseason matches, and one thing that I struggled to see was the pattern of play. You know, for big clubs, Clinton, as a coach, either you are a good man manager and get the best out of the players,
Yes.
or either you are a good tactician, have a system in place.
True.
You should have one of these two. And I think both of them are actually missing right now in our game. I don't see him getting the best out of our players. And I also don't see any pattern of play. I don't see any, tactician. I don't see any handwriting on the team. Yes, you might attribute to the fact that there have been a lot of injuries to our team, which I totally understand. But hey, have you um, have you recognized us playing a kind of football or having a style of play in our games? But the game against House of Folk and King Faisal, those have been the only games that we've totally had control on.
I think,
if you cast your mind back, all the games that we played.
I think why we had control. That's my thoughts. I think why we had control in that game is because these are the games that the fans moan a lot. Now about the game that actually worried the fans last season. That loss against King Faisal, it hurt the fans a lot last season. So they know that if it happens again this season, it's going to be chaos. And House of Folk too, you know how it is. If House of Folk beats Kotoko, some fans want Kotoko not to win the league, but they should beat House of Folk twice. Some fans are happy with that.
Well, I don't say that.
Yes. Some fans are
but I understand you.
So
fans are like that. Yeah,
so that's why they played very well. So which means that they can actually be motivated. That's what those two games. If they can put out two performances against King Faisal and House of Folk, it tells you that they don't need the coach to be motivated in those two games, because I'm sure that Zerbo probably doesn't know how important those two games are. So if the players can actually rally themselves to put out good performance in those two games, it means that they can equally do the same for other games, but they are not. Prosperity actually changed the mentality when he was there. That if you want to win this game, continue that way, play this way in this game, play this way. I think Prosperity winning the league was because of how he makes the player be consistent in the mentality. So
I think one thing that he did.
That's what I think.
Was he created competition in the team.
Yes. If you're not playing well, out. If you're not playing well, out. You know, they say someone said Kotoko are not playing very well because of the players in the chant team. I was like, only 3 players.
Only 3 players. Yeah.
Only 3 players. As a folk, they have 6 players, but you can see an idea. Okay, you don't watch As a Folk game. If you watch As a Folk against the first game against Beckham United, they lost 2-1.
Oh, I watched that match because
they played very well, but they lost the game.
I know. So I have a House of Folk. I have a House of Folk friend. After that game, I just called him and told, "Hey, you have a team, man," because I can see that there is somebody working on the team. It was very visible to see that they are playing. They have a pattern of play.
Yes.
The only thing that they were lacking were creating chances. They cannot create that much chances, but they can. I mean, they have a style of play, but chances creation is what was eluding them actually in their play right now. But they have a pattern of play, and I think if you have a pattern of play, the next step for you as a team is to be able to create chances. You will reach that stage, you will squander a lot of chances, you will create a lot of chances, you will score some of them. But the next stage that you will reach is for you to be efficient.
So I think
and
you
this
know,
I'm missing all this in our play.
as well as a book fan liking their team to Ateta, because Ateta, when he came new, he could he could actually what do you call it? He could actually, you know, make the passes when he gets to the final third, create a chance to score. He couldn't do that, and the defense was not as strong. So they are likening it to the current House of Oak team, thinking that as it goes on, the coach will get better. So without wasting much time, let me just ask you this question: what do you think Kotoko should do with Seydou Zerbo? Should he stay, and we should give him time to change the team, or the club should start, give him a deadline? You have to do this. You have to achieve this.
Yeah.
If this time you have not achieved this, we will sack you, or the club should just, let him continue. Even if we don't win the league this season, let him continue. With time, he will get better. So what do you think?
I think there is a deadline. He knows it. There is a deadline because looking at our past, is it six or seven matches? We fetched only 7 points or 6 points, and we have drew our last 3 games. Out of 9 points, we have 3, which is very bad. I mean, for a club like Kotoko, you can say everything that you want, injuries, blah blah. I mean, we should be able to beat teams like Olympics at our backyard. True. Olympics, they have virtually lost their 5 matches before coming to the Kotoko game,
and they played very well.
But they dominated us, and they could have even won that game by 3-0.
Told you. So I told someone online on my Facebook, Twitter, the person was arguing with me. First half, they had several chances to score about 2 goals.
Several chances, yeah. So I think if I'm being part of the management, we should be having a chat with the coach right straight away after the match against Tamale City. There should be a chat. There should be something going on. I mean, the coach should know what is at stake. This is Kotoko.
So you agree?
Even though we are not in the best, we are not in.
So you agree that right now, since they are chatting with him and they will give him a deadline, as you suggest, that there's already been a chat.
Of course, there's a deadline, Clinton. So, I think he knows there is a deadline.
So you think right now, since they've given the coach a deadline, they will start looking for possible replacements? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think it will be too early to be looking for possible replacement. We are only 12 matches into the season. Mm-hmm. Even though I have a view that as a coach, having played 12 matches with the team, we should be able to identify your philosophy. We should be able to identify your handwriting.
True.
But I'm here to see that you can apportion all of these to injuries, 3 players to Chan. I don't share that opinion with you. That's my own opinion. I think should let him know you should be doing well because, hey, this is Kotoko, man. We cannot be drawing these kind of matches against Tamale City. Look at how Tamale City were bossing us. Even if it wasn't Frederick Asare, we would have considered 2 goals in the first half. I mean, you could say that Lamptey had a chance to score, but Lamptey's chance was a lucky chance that fell to him. It was a missed pass that came from the Tamale City player, which Lamptey pounced upon and ended up squandering. But the point is, we need to see something. It's early days yet, but he needs to show us that he is that coach. When he was coming in, we were made known that he's very good defensively. But in every game that we've played, we've considered a goal. Unless the match against Aduana, which we were lucky not to concede, by the way.
All right.